Hey, what's going on? It's me, Seth with SethPerler.com. I'm an executive function coach based in Colorado, and I help struggling students navigate this thing called education so that you can have an awesome life. And in this video, I'm going to give you 20 quick tips for how to fail this semester. 20 quick tips for how to fail this semester. And these are based on my own experience because I failed quite a bit. So this video is for students, middle, high school, college students who want to fail this semester. Here's how I did it. Number one, tell your parents you've turned over a new leaf. So you want to start the semester by talking to your parents. When your parents say, "What's going on this semester? Are you going to be okay? Do you need help? Blah, blah, blah." You're going to be like, "Nope, I'm good. I got it. I've turned over a new leaf. Leave me alone. I've got it figured out. I've turned over a new leaf. I'm motivated. I'm organized. I've got it." So, first thing you want to do is tell them that you've turned over a new leaf. The second thing you want to do is don't let your parents help you. And don't let your teachers help you. Instead, say, "I've got this. Leave me alone. Get off my back. I don't need help. I promise. I swear. Don't don't let them help you." So that's number two. Don't let them help you. Just you'll figure it out. Number three, don't use a planner. Instead, try to keep everything in your head. Try to use little sticky notes or make little notes everywhere. Just try to somehow maintain it. Try to keep it in your memory. You're going to remember it. Try to believe that story. That is number three. And number four is don't be proactive. Instead, I want you to wait until the last minute before you do something. Or you can just pretend it doesn't even exist. Pretend that the homework or the assignment or the test or whatever, just pretend it's not even there at all. Number five, don't check your online grades. Don't keep tabs on your grades. Instead, ignore them. Don't log into the portals very often. Don't ask your teachers what your grades are very often. Just kind of forget about it. Put it in the background. That's a really good way to help yourself fail this semester. Don't check your grades. Next, number six, don't advocate for yourself. So, it's very hard to ask for help. So, don't do it. Don't go to your teachers. Don't go to office hours of your teachers. Don't see your teachers before class, after class, before school, after school, during lunch help. Don't advocate for yourself and say that you might need some help or some guidance or reminders or anything like that. Number seven, don't take responsibility for yourself. Instead, use plenty of excuses. Blame it on everything but you. And try every once in a while when you're not taking responsibility for yourself, try to use the self-pity model, which is when you're like, "Oh, poor me. Oh, everything's so hard for me." All that. This is what I did. It works really well. Number eight, don't think about your future. Don't connect the dots that the actions or things you don't take action on now will impact your future. Just pretend that your future is going to build itself, or you might win the lottery. Number nine, don't do quality homework. Instead, just do the bare minimum. Number 10, don't organize yourself. Just start off with whatever system you had before. Just cram everything in the backpack or the locker, or you can make it look organized so that people get off your back, but don't actually organize yourself. Number 11, don't study. Instead, do things like using Quizlet, which seems like you're studying, but really does basically nothing for you. But don't study. Don't actually focus on studying and taking time to study. You'll probably just remember enough of it without studying. Number 12, don't take care of yourself. In other words, don't get restful sleep. Don't eat food that nourishes your body. Don't get plenty of exercise. Don't brush your teeth. Don't shower regularly. Don't do the things that you need to do to take care of yourself. That's a real good way to make your executive function more foggy. Number 13, don't declutter your life. Instead, bring more clutter into your inbox, into your mind, into your home, into your bedroom. Bring more and more and more clutter, clutter, clutter. Don't take the time to get rid of clutter you don't need. Number 14, don't be honest with yourself. Instead, lie to yourself. Tell yourself stories that aren't true. Distract yourself from the truth. Number 15, don't deal with your inbox. Just allow your inbox to be there to collect email. Don't respond to people when they email to you. If you do respond to people when they email you, make sure that your response is very short and unprofessional and almost borderline rude. Just really basic, simple. Don't capitalize. Don't, none of that stuff. 16, don't resist distractions from what you're trying to focus on. Instead of focusing on what you need to focus on, focus on what your distractions are and procrastinate on the things that are important. Number 17, don't take your time to produce quality work. Instead of taking your time and really, really diving deep into your work and really being patient and really seeing where the magic is, instead, what I want you to do is rush through it to get it done as quickly as possible. Next, don't have a good place to focus and study that is free of distractions. Instead, study wherever. Study in bed. That's the worst possible place to study, so you want to definitely take advantage of doing your homework in bed, on the couch, on the floor, wherever, and have, a bunch of tabs open and have your cell phone on. So, don't have a sacred place to focus. Next, don't change your mindset. Stay stuck in your mindset. Just keep the same mindset that everything will fix itself, that you can ignore everything. What I did is I said, okay, Seth, you're just a lazy failure. And I just stayed in that mindset because it helped me procrastinate and stay stuck. And it really helped me fail really well. And number 20, the last one of all. I did this really well. It really worked for me in a really bad way. Don't invest in developing yourself and developing your strengths and your interests and your passions and the things that matter to you. Get way off course. Spend your time instead investing in things that have no impact on your future. Things that are time wasters. Things that just, kind of like watching TV or YouTube or gaming or just social stuff only, don't invest in developing yourself. So these are the things that I did. I almost failed out of high school. I did, in fact, fail out of college. I dropped out of a second college before failing out. I just was not a successful student, and I used those things. And this is true. And if you follow this advice, you will fail this semester. You will be retaking classes. You will limit the choices that you have in your future. You will struggle as an adult to be successful, to be happy, to be healthy. And the truth is that I did change my life. I did turn it around, and it was the hardest thing I ever did. And if you are someone who struggles with this stuff, it's going to be the hardest thing you ever do, but it's good. It will help you grow. We need, literally, the world, your communities, your families, your friends, we need you to develop the best version of yourself, to really develop your strengths and your passions and your talent. The world needs you. And I'm not just saying this. You have something amazing and special and perfect that we need. You have skills and talents and gifts that we need in this world. We need you. So it is hard. If you struggle with executive function like I do, it's very legitimate. Your brain works differently. You have amazing strengths. Certain things that you do, it's very easy for you. For example, for me, creativity. It's very easy for me to do creative things, to come up with new ideas. There are many strengths that I have. So, but there are certain things where it's legitimately just hard for me to focus and use executive function like a lot of people do. But you've got this. You can do this. If I can do this, anybody can do this. The challenges that you're going through, at least the way that I look at the challenges that I went through as a young person, the challenges that I go through today are gifts. They are gifts. They help me to become a better person, to become stronger, to learn what I'm good at, to learn what I'm not good at, and to find ways to have other people do those things while I can focus on what I'm good at so that I can bring my good to the world. So just do your best and then do a little bit better. There's a quote by a guy named Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn's a really inspirational guy, and the quote goes, "The big challenge is to become all that you have the possibility of becoming. You cannot believe what it does to the human spirit to maximize your human potential and stretch yourself to the limit." And when he says you can't believe what it does to the human spirit, it's that it invigorates you. It brings you alive to maximize your human potential. We need you. And the final note that I have for you on this video today, students, is this: Negu, Negu, never ever give up. Never ever give up. Never ever give up. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it takes time. Yes, it can feel like you're climbing a mountain, but don't give up. You will get there. You will be able to accomplish your hopes and dreams, and you will be able to contribute, and you'll be able to have a great future. Never give up. So once I did those 20 things and I switched it and I did the opposite of those 20 things, and I started to take my future seriously, and I understood that I had gifts to give to the world, that I wasn't a worthless human being. I really had something. And I understood that even though it's hard, that I can do this, that I can change my life. And when I started looking at these challenges as gifts, and when I decided to never ever give up and to do my best and do a little bit better, things started really changing. My life started completely taking a massive turnaround, and I have a good life today. And I wish that for you. So have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic new year. Have a fantastic semester. Never ever give up. I will see you soon.